Recap from episode 1. I found a abandoned laboratory and a infected spaceship landed on Earth. In this episode, I find a new flood creature that I have never seen before. After I retreated from my home, I didn't really know where to build my base. I was thinking about building it on this cliffside, but I feel like there wouldn't be much battleground. Like if I just built it on a cliff, they could drop down from above. I don't know, I was just thinking about where to build. This divot in the mountainside, I decided to start here because I think this would be a cool base. I was thinking it would be 2-story. This would be the first story, and then I'll make another room above. I kind of just thought over the way, like the picture of the base. I threw some stuff out of my inventory and went back to my old base to get the materials I left. I killed one little evil tadpole. Yeah. I thought I left a bunch of gunpowder there. Turns out I didn't. Oh wait, no, I did. It's right there. I don't know why I didn't grab the plasma grenade. The plasma grenade would have been super helpful later on in the video. I killed three more evil tadpoles and went back to the base. As I was heading back, a pod infector started swimming towards me, and I met it with my sword. Kind of. It latched onto my head first. I started to head back up. After arriving at the base, I got jump scared by another pod infector. It was getting really annoying having these pod infectors peep out of nowhere. I looked around to make sure there was no more to annoy me. I didn't see any, so I just looked around, and after that, I got some saplings and tried to find areas to plant the saplings. There were birch trees, so that I wouldn't really use it for building, because, well, birch is just not a good block to build with. After that, I decided to get some building supplies and, well, build. This base wasn't really intended to look good, just to work. So I made an area where I can come out, check my surroundings. I also made a couple of slabs, so that way the tiny guys can't get through, but I can see them and hit them. After that was done, it turned nighttime, and I decided to go maybe start mining. I wanted to get a good food source, but I didn't really have a good food source, so I just started with sweet berries. They grow pretty quick, but the food they produce isn't, well, the best. I made sure to block the hole up, so that way nothing surprises me. Then I just started to mine. I don't like making these staircases, but they're very compact. It's just such a pain getting up and down. Like, if I forget another pickaxe, I gotta go all the way back up. I just went down. No, I did not go down. I'm, like, messing around. I made some torches. Then I went down. I found a cave, a water cave. This is good because more ores generate in water caves. I found this one piece of cobblestone, and that does not naturally generate, so I thought it was some type of structure. I started to craft some doors so I could breathe underwater. Sadly, they were birch doors. I went back into the cave and placed the door next to the cobblestone, not on it. I broke it, and it led into a cave. I guess one of the mods added caves that add cobblestone. There's also this huge volcanic cave that I'll explore later. I was still kind of scared of the flood, so I was hesitant to go in it. But all I've seen is pod infectors, and they're not very strong. So I started clearing the mobs. There's no sign of the flood. This diamond saber is so nice because it's so fast and it does so much damage. And I saw pod infectors. They weren't really a problem. I just took them out with 2 swings, and I started to mine. At this point, I went into the bigger cave, the volcanic cave. I knew I would see some flood, but in the entrance of the volcanic cave, I saw pretty much nothing. There's this one skeleton that I just tried to hit it with my boomerang, but I'm bad at aiming. Eventually got stuck in the water, so I had to deal with the skeleton with my sword, saber. There's this one part of the cave that was darker, and I felt like this is not the best place to go. I was just getting very creepy vibes from this area, with the cobwebs hanging down from the ceiling. Yeah. I like the volcanic caves because they're darker. I mean lighter. After that, I head to the surface, but I get jump scared as I go to the surface. That honestly kind of scared me. I don't know why. I mined up the last pieces of ores and just started to exit the cave. Nope, I went right back down to mine some iron. That sounds like a machine gun. Anyways, I check for more ores in this cave, find a little bit of iron, I head up. I go up the stairs, and when I arrive up, it was daytime, luckily. I made an entrance for my place to get in and out. I started to work on my base. I started smelting iron to craft different iron tools. There's a lot of crafting recipes for iron. There's this one block I was interested. It was a defense mod I added that adds like barbed wire and stuff. Here I finally make the diamond crossbow without any interruptions. I was really glad to have this because I can attack from afar. I don't have to get up close with the flood. But that requires bolts, not arrows, bolts. You can make from copper bolts to iron bolts. So I started to get feathers from chickens. This is a subscription checkpoint. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. You won't regret it. I post every 2 weeks to 1 month. I would also really like if you subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1K subs before the end of 2026. Here I find the chickens and start to lead them back. I'm going to farm them for feathers and for food source. I didn't really have a pen, so I kind of just stuffed them in my little fortress. I'd hardly call it a fortress. There wasn't any inconvenience with putting them inside. I just made them fall down. I also blocked off this area so they can't go in the mines and get lost, and all the chickens will be gone. Cause I will desperately need feathers later on. I look at the different types of bars and find this barbed fence wire. To craft the barbed wire, you need nails and iron. Just a ton of iron. Here you see me just start to craft the nails. I think I crafted too many nails, but that's fine. I'm hoping you can place them. And like when your enemy steps on them, they take damage. I try to start making the barbed wire. I wasn't sure how to craft it, but I got it right first try. I like how it makes 4 every craft. That is very useful. I ran out of nails. Guess I didn't craft too many, because I'm gonna need a lot more barbed wire. For some reason, my brain was not working. I could not split this for the life of me. I eventually did make more barbed wire, but I ran out of iron, so I couldn't make any more. After that, I started to try to make the barbed fence. First try, I got it wrong. I literally just looked at it. How did I get it wrong? Then I did it the other way around, and it makes 3 per craft, which I would prefer 4, but whatever. I was really hoping this stuff would be good, because if it isn't, then I just wasted a ton of, a lot of iron. It takes a lot of iron to do that. I'm going to have to go mining again to get more iron materials to make this stuff. I want this base to genuinely be impenetrable. I started looking at the other things you can make, and after getting the materials, I started to build. I just had a really full inventory, so I just kind of unloaded. I made a shovel to clear out the area. I went back down to unload my inventory, picked the berries. I don't know why I didn't pick it up. I still don't really know. It was turning nighttime, and tonight I wanted to see what the flood was capable of. So I crafted an iron chest plate and just started organizing my inventory to prepare to battle the flood. I was a little nervous. No, I'm kidding. I was really nervous. I looked around to see if there was any flood creatures. I saw pretty much nothing besides the pod infectors in the water. I don't know why they like the water that much. I think the evil tadpoles over time turn into the pod infectors. That's my guess. I could see the spaceship particles from away, and I thought that was new, but it wasn't. It was just like the smoke from the crash still. I looked around the mountainside to see if there was any flood creatures caught on the cliff. There was absolutely none. I ventured off just looking at stuff. I really wanted to get some of the stuff from the mobs. There are these really cool Halo weapons you can get from the flood, and I wanted to grind the flood to get those weapons, but this mod does not work like that. You cannot just grind the mobs. It's actually the other way around. They grind you. It is at this point that I found this new flood creature I had never seen before. It looks like some type of infected pillager. I went over, and there was a couple of mobs that I had to deal with first. A creeper, a spider. This creeper blew up. There were 2 more creepers. This was like the worst timing for this. That one almost blew up. And then this thing came running at me. and it jump scared me. My heart was pounding, and this thing does so much damage. In one hit, it did more than half my health. There were more infected things behind it. I retreated. There's no way I was going to battle that. I went up to regen, and I felt like the Flood were easily going to kill me. I did not know what to do. I just chilled in the boat, looked around. Eventually, I decided that I should go back. I should fight for my territory. So I went back to battle. I don't know why I was boating backwards. I just decided to go over there. And this was a very stupid idea in my opinion. Because as soon as I peeked my head over the little hill, World War III was happening over here. It was absolute havoc. There was no way I was going to get in between the vanilla mobs and the Flood. I felt like I had no control over the situation, so I just went up the hill. I could see them eating the fish in the water. Why are they so fast in the water? It's ridiculous. I don't know. I didn't want to battle, so I pretty much just waited out the night in my little house. In the morning, I went up to check if the world still existed, pretty much. There was this one zombie that I killed, and I looked around. I still saw an infected Flood zombie thing in the water. I wanted to go kill it, but first I wanted to see if the army of mobs were still there. I boated over there, and absolutely nothing. I was happy and kind of disappointed. I feel like in the later stages of the game, they don't despawn as easy. Because it was like, the Flood are winning, and now they're completely gone. So I feel like that should be a thing. There were a couple of drops from the Flood creatures that I wanted. So I went around, picked them up, and I kind of just boated around towards the zombie Flood. It went down in the water, which was kind of disturbing to think about. A lot of the infection mods I will play, my strategy is to go down the water, but they come towards me in the water. They can swim. So now I was thinking about an underwater base before, but that's not gonna... No, I'm not doing that now. I'm sticking with the base up here, having the high ground. I really, really, really hope there are no flying Flood. Because then I have the problem of just Flood coming from every direction. The land ones can swim. So that makes 2 areas gone. I just really hope there's no flying Flood. There's this one that it just came after me. I saw some iron and I decided to mine it because I need all the materials I can get. But as I dropped down, I saw this thing from the pod infector and picked it up. Then I started to mine the iron. But then I got jump scared. This goes through your shield. You cannot block it. And it also poisoned me when it latched onto my head. Gave me a toxic kiss of some sort. I don't know. I went back to the base and saw that I picked up the zombie flesh. I went inside, picked up the eggs. I just did not know what to do at this point. I felt like there was nothing I could do. I knew I needed to prepare my base. I need to. So I started constructing. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this.